This is the biggest lie in the property management industry. You should start with simple software and just upgrade when you get big. Honestly, that's a recipe for operational disaster. It implies that the moment a business succeeds, it gets punished with a painful migration process, moving data, retraining staff, and potentially slowing down the booking engine right when it's needed most. The reality is, managers don't need software for where they are today, they need software that grows with them. Today we're doing a deep dive comparison of Guesty versus Hostaway, but here's a spoiler. The most critical difference isn't who has which features, it's the architectural philosophy. Guesty is the only PMS on the market that spans the entire life cycle of a property management business. They view growth as a continuum. Whether it's one listing or 10,000, there's a module built for it. Guesty Lite is perfect for getting started with the right habits. Guesty Pro is the standard for growing SMBs who need robust financial tools. And Guesty Enterprise offers custom stacks for massive scale. In contrast, Hostaway is often seen as a flat product. It's designed primarily for smaller teams, and it works fine until it doesn't. When a business hits that ceiling, they're stuck. Starting with Guesty means never having to switch platforms again. Now, if you're just getting started out, you might ask if the software really matters. Well, the answer will come in your bank account. Data tracking property managers who made the switch from Hostaway to Guesty showed results that were fast and financially significant. In the first 12 months after switching, these managers saw an average 16.4% increase in revenue per listing. Let's break that down. First, average daily rate. After moving to Guesty, it jumped 5.3%. Occupancy? It grew an average 11.2% in year one. This isn't magic, it's mechanics. It happens because Guesty is a revenue engine with built-in tools that Hostaway lacks, like promotions, rate strategies, and rate plans. These allow a 5-unit portfolio to execute dynamic pricing strategies just like a 500-unit enterprise, capturing revenue others leave on the table. Now, when growing a portfolio, reputation is everything, and that reputation relies heavily on connection stability. Not all connections are built the same. Take a look at Airbnb. Guesty holds the highest level of integration, which crucially supports reservation alterations directly from the dashboard. Hostaway has critical sync gaps here. If you want to change a reservation, you often have to log in to Airbnb to do it, which is a workflow failure waiting to happen. And then look at Booking.com. Guesty earned the SEA badge, confirming that all core tasks can be managed directly from the PMS, which Hostaway doesn't. Managers shouldn't have to waste time logging in to Booking.com to modify core settings. The platform needs to talk to the channel, not just listen to it. In fact, Shal Kamai of Altea Homes noted that connectivity issues were one of the main reasons he left Hostaway. And let's talk reach. Guesty connects to over 60 channels, including niche ones. Hostaway only supports 31 and does include the biggest OTAs like Airbnb, but excludes key platforms like Home2Go or HolyDo. Limiting channels means limiting visibility. In 2026, speed is essential. Guesty has instant reservation sync, meaning when a booking hits, the calendar blocks immediately. It's not actually clear from public info if Hostaway has instant sync. Many PMSs rely on scheduled updates that can have 30-minute delays. In the high-velocity world of short-term rentals, a 30-minute window is an eternity. Imagine this. A guest makes a reservation on Booking.com. For 20 minutes, that calendar stays open on Airbnb because of a sync delay. A second guest instant books the same dates. Now there's a double booking. So now you have to cancel one, paying fees, and tanking the algorithm ranking. This stability is a big contributor to why Guesty users see that 11.2% bump in occupancy. When you trust the calendar, you can distribute aggressively without fear. Now, looking at the tech stack structure, Hostaway operates on a model that forces users to rely on third-party add-ons for critical business functions. That means juggling multiple logins, paying multiple bills, and dealing with data silos where the CRM doesn't talk to the accounting software. Guesty provides a single source of truth. It doesn't just connect to tools, they're built in natively. For example, Guesty has native trust accounting that's North Carolina compliant. Hostaway doesn't. Guesty also has native payment processor and 24/7 guest communication services. Also, Hostaway lacks a CRM and lead management system. If you're trying to build a direct booking brand, a CRM needs to live inside the PMS. Guesty has it. Hostaway forces you to look elsewhere. Here's what Adam Froyston of Flip Flop Vacation Rentals had to say about that. I loved how Guesty automatically captures guest contact info. Hostaway didn't retain that after checkout, which meant we couldn't build a direct booking base. Now we can. Finally, let's look at the infrastructure. Who's actually building the future tools? Guesty has the largest R&D team in the industry with over 250 engineers, whereas Hostaway has about 50. Guesty's huge team bring out new feature releases almost daily, which is huge right now with the rapid advances in AI. Guesty also invests in enterprise-grade compliance. They're clearly SOC 1 and SOC 2 compliant, while there's no public info about Hostaway on that front. If the plan is to manage assets for serious investors, that compliance is mandatory. Getting technical for a second, let's talk about APIs. If you're not familiar with the term, think of an API as a digital bridge that connects your PMS to the outside world. It's what you use when you want to connect a custom tool or a specific smart lock or an external app. If you plan to scale, you'll eventually want to customize your stack, and Guesty's API lets you do that, as it's about 10 times more powerful than Hostaway's. And when help is needed, Guesty offers phone support with over 230 agents. Hostaway doesn't have phone support and has a team about a quarter of the size. As one manager from Mimosa Homes said, "With Hostaway, I struggled with poor support. Guesty truly understands what property managers need." Here's the verdict. Hostaway is a starter tool. It's fine for a hobby, but if you're watching this, you're probably building a business. Guesty is the only platform that gives the right habits, tools, and infrastructure from day one. Whether starting out with Guesty Lite or scaling with Guesty Pro, it's a platform that won't hold you back. Don't wait until you get big to get professional. Get Guesty and get big because of it. Check the link in the description to find the right Guesty plan for your business size.